Yeah, welcome us on, Julia.
All right, welcome. As real as they come, Dallas. It's just Jennifer and I here tonight. We're
Yep.
discussing all the fun stuff. So come join us, subscribe, hit like, dislike, comment, let us know what else you want to hear. We are here for you. And today's just free and casual, and we're just hanging out.
That's right. That's right. So, how have you been?
Fantastic. I've started my new venture with a new company, Mid America Mortgage. Super excited.
I saw.
Also started another new venture with Monet Hair. So we'll
Okay.
see this turn
You're
into
gonna
a
have
main.
like you're gonna have like diva hair.
Yes, I'll be your own Rapunzel. It's like, oh,
Awesome.
Goldilocks.
Congratulations on your new adventures. That's awesome.
I'm super excited, and I think it's going to be phenomenal because, I mean, between loving what I do, which is mortgage, and
Yeah.
then treating myself and making some money, and also incredible traveling opportunities, I'm like, come on, sign me up. And I
Yeah.
need some skincare, some TLC, got to
It
take
all
care of
goes,
this European sports car of mine.
that's right. It all goes hand in hand, right? All goes hand in hand. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. I know everybody's having such a tough time right now, so it's kind of fun to see people shining in the midst of all this stuff. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to help anyone else to shine, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just as simple as a phone call away. Just you're
Hmm.
feeling down, call me, we'll talk.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think like what today has been crazy. Yesterday I did a podcast. I ended up doing one. But yeah, it's been just a crazy week. The thing that I've been like trying to figure out is because so much of what I do is really about networking and being out. Like I didn't really recognize how big of an extrovert I am until I got quartered into this house for, and like this like never ending period of time. And I don't know if you saw my post the other day where I put that I'm like a kid with an advent calendar. Do you remember those advent calendars we had? You'd open the little door and there'd be like a piece of chocolate in there.
Yeah,
That's what
they're
I feel
still
like.
there.
We're like waiting to get to day 25. And in our case, April 30th, we're waiting to get to that day so we can
Oh my God.
hopefully open the door and run outside, right?
It's crazy because it's like a little lollipop. Oh, it's April 1st. Oh, just kidding. Oh no, it's April 24th. Oh, just kidding.
Kidding. Well,
Somebody says,
we're going to hope that when April 29th hits that we are going to pray that we are moving somewhere in a forward
oh my
direction,
God,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
that's been the big thing for me is just, trying to learn to navigate, take my business from being on the outside to coming inside with it, because really I'm such, I'm about connecting people, and I find people for my podcast and even in my coaching business, all of that I do from being out and networking with people. Not that you can't do that indoors. It's just we're having to pivot. We're having to make that shift of, okay, so how do we navigate for the next 30 days when we've been doing this for so long, and then we got to do this. I mean, it's little things like, I keep seeing all over Facebook right now, everybody's like, how do you get your nails off? Like, how do you get the dip off? Like, mine are off. See, I finally got new nail
I need
polish
to
on.
know.
You're gonna laugh. I actually went online and ordered, it hasn't gotten here yet, but I actually ordered like a dip nail kit so I could do them. But yesterday I finally took the rest of them off, and I'm like, I gotta paint my nails. Like, I can't take it. So I was like biting them off, trying to get them off
Uh,
of there. But it's
I
things
don't
like
know what to
that.
do.
Yeah,
I
it's
bought
things
some
like that.
acetone. I'll be
Did
like
you?
soaking.
Are you
I
still on
haven't.
right now? Do you still have them on? Yeah. So you
Mine is
take
still on.
yeah, maybe take some cotton and wrap them up, like they do in the tinfoil, and just let them soak there and see. I ended up, mine had gotten so long, I cut them. And then I was able to kind of just bite them off. Like they just kind of, and they popped off. So,
I'm
but
just afraid it pulls the top layer off. So
yeah, I think if, I don't know how long you had yours on. Mine were on for like 3 weeks. So even though, and the sad part is I had them on for a long time, and then I took them off in August and had them off. And right before Corona started, I was so excited. I went and got them put back on. I was so excited. So I just got my set right back on, and then this happens. And I'm like, okay, this was not meant to be. So I got my Orly on right now. It's going to have to
uh,
go. But yeah, it's all those little things that we're so used to, having, like, even people now are talking about getting their hair cut. My son was griping he needs his hair cut and he can't go get it cut. The gym, we can't get to the gym. So we're having to just make those pivots and do different things than we're used to doing. So that's been my little hump, I guess.
Things that we do take for granted. I mean, I already got my post-apocalyptic haircut. I got bangs that I didn't plan on.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you. I cut my husband's and my dad's hair so they can justify it with coronavirus. So it's very interesting.
Do you know how to cut hair? Or did you just get creative?
I just figure out as I go. I'm one of
I love it. That's how I am. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? You just figure it out. Hey, it works. You know how many times, like, I've cut my kids' hair. They don't let me do it anymore because they're all teenagers and adults now. So, like, they do not want me to touch their hair. But when they were all little, like, I cut all of their hair. Like, every one of them, I'd do it. And even I remember Kara, she's 20, 30 now, but I remember when she was in second grade. Remember when Winn-Dixie was kind of popular around?
Yeah, it still is in Louisiana.
Is it? So it came out and she had that cute little haircut, but she got so mad at me because I cut it. Everybody thought it was cute, but she was so mad because her hair was long and I had, like, bobbed it off into a Winn-Dixie cut. So I've done all of them. They just don't let me do it anymore.
You're talking about Winn-Dixie cut.
Yeah. I
was thinking Winn-Dixie store. I was like,
no. Yeah, they did Winn-Dixie store. No, there was a book and a show that came out. It was, golly, I don't know, it was years ago because Kara's 23 now. So it was when she was like 8 or 9. There was a movie and the little girl had like a little bob haircut, super cute. And Kara was like, no, not having that. You cut my hair off, you're never touching it again.
I know.
They don't let me cut their hair. So, but I like your bangs. They look good.
Thank you.
Did you color your hair? Or is this still the leftover, the remnants from your last color?
It's still the same, but as I go with Monet, I'm gonna color it a little more and see the transformation of
What are you trying to get it to? What do you want it to? What's your hopes with it?
As long as it gets.
Long as it gets. Okay, you're gonna be a Russian diva.
That's right, baby.
You're Russian diva. You know what's going to be so fun is when we get through this, like, everybody, like, so think about the day they tell us we're out, like, what do you think? Where do you think everybody's going to go? Like, what, they're going to be like cats and dogs coming out of the house. Where do you think everybody's going to go?
Bars.
The bars? Like, I think nail salons, the hairdresser, and the bars, right? Everybody's going to be like, where are those 3 things? Can you imagine? It's going to be God. Like, I joke about it because I'm like, this must be what our pets feel like all the time when they stare out the window, and they're like, open the door, let me out. Let me out.
Not my dog. My dog is like, open the door and I'll run back in.
Goes back in. Mine won't out.
Bite anyone on the way if they don't let me.
Mine won't out. They stare at the windows in this room, like they'll get up on the ledge over here and they just stare out. I'm like, oh, that must be what it feels like. Now I get it.
Oh, he'll bark. He's perfectly content. My dog is such an introvert. It's crazy. He'll just sit there, and if somebody passing by the window and he's kind of like on the second floor watching out, he sees anyone, he just starts barking crazy town. But then he's just calm, lays down on the couch. I don't even know how much he can sleep. He sleeps like every 5 minutes. Throw him a bone, he'll play with it for a second, back on the couch. I'm like, God, I wish I had that kind of hibernation skills,
Yeah, but we could get through this quicker if we could hibernate, right? That was one of the things when I was sitting down writing this list. I'm like, here's my day. I get up in the morning, I walk the dog, I exercise, and then sometimes I start that cycle over again. Like it happens again. Like I'm back out walking the dog or walking again. I'm like, what is up with and eating? Like I just feel like I stay in the kitchen. Are you this way? Like I feel like all I do is go to the kitchen.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
I try to stay upstairs for my new home office now, but it doesn't help because then my mom is coming. Here's a little breakfast. Thank you. Here's a little lunch. And then I'm like, okay, I need something. And then it's like never ending exchange of food products. I'm like, oh
yeah. Is there
thank
anything
God we haven't, but
yeah. Is there anything like you've been like my big thing has been chocolate and ice cream. Chocolate and ice cream. They're low sugar. I buy the low sugar kind, but that's my 2 things I'm in nonstop, chocolate and ice cream.
I love ice cream. I love ice cream. But you know what? I did the little questionnaire on the Facebook, and it was really interesting to see what made the top priority for people.
Oh
You'll
yeah,
be surprised.
tell us what that came out to.
The top ones were wine,
Wine.
family, pets, and electricity, as well as
Interesting.
internet.
Yeah.
So people want to stay connected. They want to be entertained with their family and their pets.
Yeah.
You would think it's toilet paper.
Yeah, we might. Well, interesting. I said something about this yesterday. It's so funny because we don't go through a lot of toilet paper here, but right before this COVID thing, Corona thing started, I had accidentally went to the store. Well, not accidentally went to the store, but when I went to the store, I accidentally bought a big pack of it because I thought we were out. So thankfully, we've been okay because we just don't go through that much of it. And I've had that, I've had some in there, but I finally on, I guess Monday, I went to Kroger and I'm like, maybe I should pick up a pack in case my oldest daughter runs out, just so if they need some, I can give them, a couple rolls. And thankfully I walked into Kroger and believe it or not, they had toilet paper and paper towels. They didn't have a lot, but they had them in there. I was like, wow, maybe we're coming back to a little bit of civilization. They had meat, paper towels, and toilet paper. So yeah.
But you'll be surprised what else is essential to people. Peloton treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our friends. Prayer and vodka. That's one person.
Vodka.
2 of those. Hey. And of course, wine made one of the tops. They said that communication with the family and friends is phenomenal. Board games. That's good. One of my guy friends said booty. I didn't know if he meant his own or he meant his girlfriend, but whichever it is, hey, I must agree. It's essential.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Strategy to stay safe. Yeah. New skills. Bounce back after a situation like this and make more money. Now, if that's somebody's thinking. Then spouses. I guess those are essential. Especially ones that know how to cook.
Right. You don't like to cook, that is a plus.
My personal is employment. I am very super beyond blessed to have that and
absolutely
actually work for such a great company that's rocking it.
Yeah.
Face masks. That's essential. Soap, internet, and family. That was one of my friends, and she just lined it all up in one line.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yoga mat, Lambo TV, and then home projects, small repair, painting, cleaning, patching, etc.
Interesting.
Those things are important.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I was thinking about when you were talking about the job thing, because I heard today that it was over like 6 million that had filed for employment. My daughter, being my oldest, is one of those people that was furloughed and had to file for employment. So when you think about how many people are without jobs right now, and that's just the beginning stages, because there's a lot of states that just enacted these stay-at-home orders. And so, it's...
what kind of makes me very curious, and that's just kind of like unplanned, and I just Googled something because it came to my mind on the internet, just to find out worldwide, because we know Russia is freaking out, Europe is freaking out, Asia is freaking out, North America freaking out. And guess what? Like, I Googled the statistics.
Yeah.
Apparently, in Liberia, 0 cases, 0 deaths. Then, no, Liberia, I'm lying. 6 cases, 0 deaths. Then 0 rare occurrences. In Burundi, 2 cases, 0 deaths, 0 rare occurrences. I mean, I haven't even heard of some of these countries. East Timor.
Are there people there?
Well, I certainly hope so.
We assume so, right? Nobody must be going there.
Well, Papua New Guinea. 1 case, 0 deaths, 0 reoccurrences. I mean, is their healthcare better than ours? Is their plan better than ours? What's going on there?
I don't know. I don't
That's
know. Well, the
interesting.
thing that I keep wondering though, Yulia, is if it's been here longer than they think, and now they're testing and you know what I mean? It just, I mean, I keep wondering that because I keep hearing stuff about that, and I don't know. I mean, I will tell you, I think I mentioned this before. My kids, all three of my kids were really sick in late around December. And, my two youngest never, especially my middle one, I don't know my kids have ever even really had symptoms from the flu. Like, I can't remember a time ever that they were down because of the flu. You know what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
talking to my middle one the other day, and I said, do you remember when you were sick in December? And she said, yeah, that's the sickest I have ever been. She said, that was bad.
That
And I
may,
remember
you know
that.
what, you're onto something.
Yeah. And I remember that because it was also the week my oldest and her boyfriend had gone out of town. And so Paige had agreed to feed her animals in Denton. So I had to drive Paige to and from. And I remember that very first day she was in the car and was like, almost like comatose looking in the car. I mean, she was nothing bad was happening,
Right.
but she was so sick that I'd go to talk to her and she was just, laying there and she went over to my daughter's house and immediately went in there. I had to feed the animals. She crawled up on her bed and passed out on her bed. So I don't know. And that's what makes me wonder if it has been here. I mean, there's pretty good indication that a lot of people have already had it. We're just seeing these trailing effects of people, are out there. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but I don't know that we know that anything is accurate is what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know that anything that they told us is 100% accurate on any level. So, I think we just have to, I don't know.
And I'm sure the density of population has a lot to do with, like, for instance, the way buildings are built in Russia. I don't know if they're built the same in Italy and Spain, countries that suffering so much right now. I'm praying for those people. But I was telling my mom, the density of population is so much. You saw these people that were in their houses. But most of these apartments, at least how they're built in Russia, the ventilation between the walls is actually the wall is empty. So you got wall that's for your apartment. Then there's empty space for ventilation of the building that goes from the first floor up to 5, 9 floors, 12, whatever your building is. And then there's another outside wall.
Yeah.
So basically the hole in the wall that I have, kind of like what we got for AC, because ACs were not so prominent back then, it's basically you breathe in the same air in the wall. That's
just
your
going
neighbors
all in there. Yeah. Wow.
So with that said, they're all at home, all this air pushing inside their apartment, it all compresses, and that's a recipe for disaster right there.
Yeah. That's why I crack up when they keep making a big deal about people being outside, like they're worried about people being too close when they're out in the fresh air. And I'm thinking you have a less of a chance there, I would think, than when you're confined in a room, with a bunch of people right there. And the thing that gets me about that is, like, you're going in the grocery store and you've got people all over. How's that social distancing? How's that really working in the grocery store? You know what I mean? It's impossible. You got 5 people at the milk thing, and they're like trying to navigate like this, and this. I mean, it's, you just have to do the best you can. But it just made me think about that. I would much rather be outside with people than confined in a space with people.
Same here. There's like the most ridiculous thing I heard. This is gonna be the fact that being outside in the park, minding your own business by the tree somewhere, going outside in your backyard. I'm like, really? Oh yeah, the air travels. It can hang in the air for 3 hours. I'm like, well, then we are totally screwed, for the lack of a better word.
Kidding. Yeah, and
that same air is going in and out of our building. My dog is gonna go poop probably 15 freaking times during the day. So he's got that virus if that's the case.
Yeah, and then we have to say this about all of them. We have to do this about every virus. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be thinking this way. So I know it's just crazy. The whole thing is crazy. Like, I've had to just pretty much shut my and like, I'm on the internet doing what I need to do, but get out of the media. Like, I've got to get out of it, because I get so like furious reading all the stupid, the lies, and all the, they take a story and exaggerate it, and they don't even tell you the whole story. You get the title up here, and then you read down further, there's more details. And like, it's just such, it really will mess your entire day up, and it just gets you off your head in the wrong place, going down rabbit holes. So that was one of the, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, like, my whole household is divided. I can't get away from media because my dad is obsessed with one side of the story. My husband is like totally disregarding most of it. And we just like, and I'm over here drinking wine because that's the only way I can stay sane. I'm like, it's like, can we get this whole thing over with, please? Because
it is, and there's a lot of emotion wrapped behind it, and I think that's why so many people are being so nasty towards each other, because these people we all feel very passionate about it one way or the other. We're either very much of the mindset, there's the people that are very much of the mindset that we need to stay indoors and save everybody. And then there's the people that are me, they're saying, hey, we're wrecking the economy. And, my theory, the way I was telling somebody today, how I was kind of explaining it, is that, there's two things. If the government would get really good about teaching people how to take care of their health and their finances, we wouldn't be where we're at right now, because people would be healthy and this virus would not be necessarily thriving. So it has a place to thrive when we're not healthy. That's why it loiters. And so it's like we're in this vicious circle of, it's kind of like I always say, the person going into the hospital that's a diabetic. If they come in and they're diabetic, we got to give them insulin. We can't teach them good health that moment, right? We can't do it right that moment. And that's where a lot of people are. But we're in this situation where I feel like they just keep enabling this. And so we're in this repeated cycle of we can't get out of it because they don't teach anybody anything differently. You know what I mean?
We are so politically correct that we can tell nothing to anyone, because it's like, even before this whole arcade started, I'm like, when I go to a public pool, that used to be my number one pet peeve, when people practically doing laundry in the pool. In Europe or in Russia, you go into public pool, you bring a little paper saying, I am clean of any skin disease or anything.
Gotcha.
You can't even enter the pool without that clearance. Well, here, I almost blew my mind when I see people swimming in their t-shirts, like cotton.
Yeah.
I mean, there are swim shirts that designed for it that don't accumulate bacteria and other things, but cotton shirt, and it's just, it makes me
uneasy. Gives you the weebie-jeebies, huh?
Tapping into that pool anymore. I mean, forget the kid that pooped in it 5 minutes ago, but
right. Where's the chlorine?
Where's the chlorine?
We got to shock the pool. I grew up with the swimming pool, so I know that we got to shock the pool. Get out of the pool. We got to shock.
Oh God! And then you shock it, and then you're like, should I really go in? Because
what's in the shock, right? You're like,
am I gonna come back with my hair?
Yeah, is my hair gonna fall out when I get in the pool? Exactly. Yeah, when I was growing up, we had a swimming pool. I remember my parents having to do that every so often to whatever. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember them having to do that. So yeah, you don't know what's in those swimming pools, right?
Oh my God, yeah. I'm like, so you better off just go and swim in the lake. I mean, fish poop in it, but I mean, like, we're used to that.
Hey, it makes you tougher. You know what I mean? Then you got this like tough stuff going on. You can fight anything. You can swim in a lake. You can swim in the lake. You've got this. You drink out of the water hose. You got this. Right?
Oh yeah.
So, but no, I agree with you. I do. I think that gets back to what I always talk about, the no accountability. We're afraid to teach people accountability. So nobody really ever assumes that they need to be responsible for things. It's like, and health is a big part of that. I think people honestly, like those of us who, I was talking about this today, when you jump in a car, there is a risk when you get in a car every day. You may be a risk to somebody else and they may be a risk to you, but you get in your car and you do it anyways, because it's part of life. We do it. We've got to get around. We've got to function, right? But here we're looking at this virus and we're like, okay, we got this virus. Yeah, it's a risk. But I'm thinking about in health and wellness, every day that somebody walks around and they're not healthy, they're a risk every day. They're a risk to the person next to them, and they're a risk to themselves every single day. So I feel like, you know, when you talk about, you know, us not being able to, we have to be politically correct. I think we also, it goes back to, we don't teach people how to be accountable for themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like truly be accountable. Like I know every day when I get up that everything I do in life is my choice. Like I'm making those choices and I'm responsible for those choices. You know what I mean? So I don't look at myself.
100%.
Yeah. I don't look at myself as a victim in the sense of if something happened, you know, if I've had an illness, I know I've went through one. I mean, I survived it. I know. And I was telling somebody earlier today, like every day I dealt with that, you know, I told myself I've got to get out of this hole because I can't be a victim to this, you know? And so I think all that goes hand in hand. I mean, I think it's really just about being accountable and, you know, I would say it doesn't mean you're not going to get sick, but if you're taking care of yourself, you have a better ability to fight it.
Absolutely. And also, you know me with my energy work, fear is known in entire world of people that do as a esoteric work or work, that fear is the huge magnet. What you are afraid of will come to you and will teach you either to fall a victim or to come out and defeat your fear. But 100%. Either way is the biggest magnet to your biggest fear. So if you're over there scared out of your mind, like some of my family members, I mean, I am. Because, you know, I mean, I understand the concern because
we're
my
not
mother's with compromised
we're not,
immune system. I get the whole accountability and being careful, but I'm not gonna wake up and watch the little fear porn on TV and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Right.
We're all gonna die. No, I am not going down that easy.
Amen. Right. That's what I say. I have too much to do here to deal with that right now. Like I have too much to deal with. Like that is not going to stop me by any means. But it's so funny that you say that because when I coach people, I talk about this all the time. Everything is a thought before it's an action. So whatever you are thinking right now, even if you try to go against it subconsciously, you are going to do behaviors that are going to support it. So if you are being fearful of something, you're going to naturally, even though you're you are going to attract it to you. And I tell people this all the time. It's this way in everything you do. It's in your health. It's in your wealth. It's in everything that you do. And, you know, the people that get it. And the people that don't, they just don't get it, you know? And I would say that you've heard that saying, you know, what you think about, you bring about. You know, and
absolutely.
So, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where I feel like you have to, you know, it's not 100% that, like I said, we're not doctors and we're not going to say you're not going to get sick, but you are definitely going to have a better chance if your head's in the right place and you're taking care of yourself. If you're worrying, you're weakening your immune system. You know, bottom line is if you're worrying every day, you're stressing your adrenals out, you are causing havoc on your body, and that is making you a bit more susceptible to anything.
Amen, sister. That's exactly what I mean. Stress is destroying. Stress is the number one killer, I think, in America. I mean, they say heart attack, but where is the heart attack comes from? Stress. So, I mean, we really need to stop stressing and living our lives, enjoying what we got, following the procedure to protect ourselves and family, but don't freak out every time you see something on TV that somebody said this, somebody said that. Pray for those people, pray for your family. If you're not religious or you're not into faith, well, just sit there and send them good thoughts.
Yeah.
Thoughts have got power. They materialize into whatever we want to. So it's just that kind of deal.
I love it.
Lots
so
of
do
love.
You want to know what I wrote down for what I learned, what I've been learning this week? I made some
Yes,
notes.
Please.
But did you do this? Because you'll want to hear these. They're funny. So these are my top 10 things that I wrote down. Okay, and you're going to laugh. So number 10, I put people that own big cats in Oklahoma are a little crazy. Have you watched Tiger King? Have you been watching it? My God.
No, I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. I'm not watching
I tell you,
it.
I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, I just can't even go there. And then, but then everybody was talking about it. So then I'm like, okay, I got to finish it. So I did. And I get to the end of this and I'm like, pretty much everybody in that show was just, I don't know, like I could not deal with any of them. Like I couldn't even find one that was even semi-normal. I couldn't even find one that was even just semi-normal. So that was my number 10. People know and that have big cats in Oklahoma.
I saw a picture. That was enough for me. I was like, no.
Yeah, he was an interesting character. All right, my number 9 was, I already said it earlier. I said I didn't realize how big of an introvert I was until this, because I am totally missing networking like right now, badly. Like I am missing connecting with people right now. That's making me crazy.
Such an extrovert like me. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. And I didn't even realize that, because I've always been kind of an introvert. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my quiet and alone time, but I need interaction too.
Extrovert.
Yes, I need my interaction. Number 8, I still hate cleaning. I'm still not motivated to clean anything. I cleaned the rabbit cages today. That's been the extent of my cleaning today. That's it. And I started to do the kids' litter, and then I gave up on the last one. I made Sean do it. I was done. All right, number 7, I've determined that I am immensely unmotivated when I am not busy. Like I need to be super busy to stay motivated, because I just clearly do not have enough in my day to do anything. And my to-do list is actually like honey-do list items. Like they're that kind. So normally it's like income producing activities are on my to-do list. No, my to-do list is, like I said, eat, feed the dog, take the dog for a walk, do the rest of the animals, exercise, read. I mean, I'm getting some stuff in there, but that's my to-do list. So I need to be busy. My number 6, I need a lot of chocolate. I do need that. 7 or 5, I walk a lot. 4, people are important. People are important.
They are.
3, I put technology is important. As much as we hate it right now, technology is important. It's important.
Here's the proof. You and I right here.
Yes. And number 2, I put what I talked about earlier, is that I sleep, I wake up, I exercise, and I eat a lot. That's what I do. I feel like that's my day. Like I said the other day, I went and ran. Then I took the dog for a walk. Then I walked again with my daughter. That was 3 times in one day. I went out and exercised in one day. And then my number 1 was, I hate the media. That was my number 1.
I'm right there with you.
I hate the media.
So
those are my things I'm learning right now. I mean, there's been more moments. I mean, I've gotten to spend time with my kids, which have been fun. And I've been surprised that everybody's in here and we're all getting along fairly well and doing our thing without, wanting to just hurt somebody.
Yeah. Choke you.
Next week it might change. We'll see if after another week it might be something like I'm learning that I'm about to hurt somebody, or I'm gonna go sleep on the roof or in my car. We might have a whole new list by next week.
Oh God, I'm just trying to take one day at a time. I think I'm getting big as a house, so my new work team may have to pardon my yoga pants and t-shirts for a while until I get back into
I have yoga pants on today. I don't know if you can see them. I actually had a tank on today and I was cold, so I put a jacket over
me too. I got some leggings.
Yeah, I'm like in workout. I'm in my work. I had workout gear on earlier, and then I showered and cleaned up and I have workout gear on again. And I'll probably sleep in this and work out in it again tomorrow. and then I'll shower and I'll put more workout gear on again.
There you go.
I don't even know if I get in my pajamas. I don't think I ever get into them. I think I just keep going from workout outfits. I sleep in them and then I work out in them the next day.
That's too funny. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I need to do that. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to get so restless. I'm going to do push-ups while I'm doing the little conversation with my teammates and doing meetings.
There you go. You could do some videos on that. Get everybody, I was thinking today I need to do some push-ups because I usually do weights and I haven't been able to do any now for a couple of weeks. So I'm starting to feel like maybe I need to do some push-ups or something.
Yeah, my videos are not going to be so exciting. I'm inside of my art room right now. So I had to switch it from the map to something my dad painted.
Yeah, what is this? This is an art room? Fun. That's cool.
That's a little art piece my dad did, and
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got like all those stencils right there. I'm like, oh.
It's awesome.
I'm trying to look professional while I got all this disarray going.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I think the authenticity is the best part. You know what I mean? It makes it real. So that's what I found in doing a lot of this stuff anyways. I think that it's just that people like authenticity. So it's all good. So this is fun. Anything you want to add in there?
I think this is fantabulous. I just want to say cheers.
Cheers to quarantine.
Here's to quarantine. Here's to the end.
This is the first time. This
ages.
is the first time since we've been in quarantine I've actually had a beverage. I got vodka with that like sugar-free water, that flavored water. So this is like pineapple and coconut. It's like a pina colada.
Wow.
That's the first time.
Habits.
It's the first time I've had a drink. Do what?
I need your habits.
Yeah.
I love my
time.
fermented juice.
Your fermented
juice. Try what you're drinking.
Yeah, this has well, you know, because I can't do sugar. I can't drink the sugar very well. This is so if I do this, then I get the vodka. I'm okay with that. Won't give me a headache unless I just drink too much. But if there's like sweet stuff in it, then I always get a headache from the sugars. So if I just put something sugar free, a lot of times I just do vodka, water, and a lime. So, but this tastes like pina colada. It's pretty good.
I'm still discovering my hard liquor because I am not good with hard liquors, especially Bacardi. Whew.
No Bacardi for you. No Bacardi.
A whole new podcast on that one.
Hey, maybe we need to pull that out one night. That might be fun. This could be good.
Lordy.
Be like, Yulia's doing cartwheels on the show. She's upside down now.
Hugging every dog in the perimeter. I mean,
we'll be like, where's Jason? Jason, we need you.
He's my number one babysitter.
Yes,
he's my babysitter when that happens. I'm like, oops, sorry. He's like, it's all right, babe. And I know he's like,
That's awesome. I love it. He's an awesome guy. So
he sure is.
Very cool. Okay. Well,
thank you for being on As Real As They Come. Please share your thoughts. Subscribe. Hit that bell button to make sure that you don't miss our shenanigans, and comment, like, dislike, whatever you choose to do, and we still love you.
That's right. Thank you. Bye, Yulia.
Bye.